I thought a lot about how I wanted to start this video. I recognize that it's a little self-absorbed to think that I owe anybody an explanation on where I've been and why I've essentially abandoned my YouTube channel for the past almost a year, but at the same time, I kind of wanted to make this video for my own records. So, welcome to my channel. My name is Lana, and I mostly make content on manga and anime, but sometimes K-pop and sometimes other things. So, yeah, but today we'll be talking about my life and where I'm at right now. So, I graduated college at the end of 2022 with a degree in civil engineering. We love women in STEM. I originally started this channel because I frankly did not have a good time in college. I didn't have very many friends, and I was too far away from home to really be able to run back and forth. So it wasn't until 2022 itself that I actually started to make friends and start to feel comfortable in the town that my university was situated in. But then I graduated and I ended up moving back home. There was a lot of personal reasons that went into making that decision to move back home. But I feel like we're too far removed from that situation to really sit here and ponder about what if I moved to a different city. So I moved back home and I decided I wanted to continue with one of my newly discovered passions in life, which was K-pop cover dancing. I joined a new dance team in my area and it's been a wrap ever since. I feel like finding a third space during postgrad is extremely important. I'm going to use third space pretty loosely here because I feel like K-pop cover groups have a lot of hidden fees that nobody really talks about, and it makes it really inaccessible for people, but I digress. I've made so many irreplaceable friends through this community of K-pop dance covers, and I love seeing where all of my friends have ended up and all of the things that they can achieve. So I'm going to take this time to put a shameless plug for my current dance team, which is Full Bloom. Full Bloom is a group of my friends that we collectively decided to start a dance team that works with our schedules because a lot of us are full-time employees and are currently attending school and working part-time at the same time. So it works out really well for us. And Full Bloom is really important to me because it's not only a place where I can grow my skills as a dancer or express my love for K-pop, but it's also a place where I've gathered all of my friends. So in a way, Full Bloom is my third space in, this capitalist hellscape we live in. So I guess my first reason for abandoning the channel would definitely be attributed to Full Bloom because I've been dedicating a lot of my time and efforts into cultivating that channel. So I actually didn't move back home for no reason. I did get a full-time job in my field, so I do work as an engineer currently. We don't need to talk about how I feel about the job, but I will say that transitioning from being a college student who works part-time wherever you can fit it between your classes versus working a 9 to 5, 5 days a week is an incredibly difficult transition. I feel like nothing you can prepare you for how different your life is going to look. And it doesn't help that I live in literally one of the worst cities when it comes to traffic and also one of the worst cities when it comes to public transportation. Comment down below if you want to take a guess at what city I live in, because it's really rough out here. But I spend an embarrassing amount of time on the road commuting to my job, to the point where I honestly don't even want to admit it on the channel. So I would say my second reason for abandoning the channel has been working my job. Corporate America really has me in a chokehold right now. But we really, at the end of the day, we all gotta make it somehow. Moving back to my hometown has brought a lot of different feelings to light. I made the decision to move back home after graduating at a time where I still didn't feel like I had a strong connection to the city that my university was in. If we boil all the reasons down for moving back home, it really all comes down to being afraid and lonely. At the end of the day, I came back here where my family was, where friends I had were. And I didn't want to come home to an apartment where I didn't speak to my roommates and I sat in my room all day because I had no friends or no connections in whatever city I ended up moving to. I didn't think that that would have been good for me. So now that I've moved back here, I've realized that I do have a support system. I have friends that I grew up with from elementary school, from middle school to high school, some of my friends from college, and I've even made new friends now that I've moved back here post grad. And I think all of these people, combined with my family who have always been in the city, as well as finding a partner who I love and adore, all of these things have came together to show me that I can have a strong support system. So I'd honestly say the third and final reason that I abandoned the channel comes down to the fact that I touched grass, I guess. I have friends in real life, and I didn't have to use this channel as an outlet to like socialize anymore. So where do we go from here? We've laid out all the reasons for me leaving, so why am I coming back? I want to come back because I want to start a new chapter of the channel. This channel was used as a way to make connections when there were no connections in my life. But at this point, I have such a strong support system that I kind of want to introduce my channel to my real life. I think that I can share a lot of more happy and exhilarating parts of my life now that actually exist. I think my content will change quite a bit. It's a little ironic to think that ever since graduating and starting working, I actually have dropped my like consumption in terms of spending money on like manga and K-pop stuff. Even though like I have a higher income, like I don't feel the need to buy as much, probably because I honestly can't consume at the amount that I used to when I had more free time. So with that being said, I do want to make a shift from like more of haul type of content into kind of more vlog style content where I can incorporate my hobbies into my personal life and kind of give you a glimpse on those aspects of me. I also want to kind of incorporate some of my other hobbies, such as making clothes. I really like either sewing or crocheting, and I also kind of want to get into cosplay in that same vein. So I think that all that could tie well together with like manga and anime. But in general, as long as you enjoy manga or anime or K-pop, then I think that the channel will still be a right fit. Yes, I hope that everyone's been well. I'm curious to see if any of my original subscribers or like frequent commenters are still kind of lingering around because, yeah, I don't know. I think that every single comment I received and every single person who subscribed to me meant a lot to me at that time because I didn't have anyone to talk with. So I appreciate you. If you guys are still around, let me know because I appreciate y'all. So if you're new here, then please consider subscribing to see this new chapter of my life and my new YouTube content. I have some fun things planned coming up super soon, so stick around and thank you for watching if you made it this far.